The Social Sports Hour is back. Hey, Josh.
What's up? What's up?
Welp, refs won that one.
Listen, man, that was the tweet from the Social Sports Hour. This and they did. I just want to say I went on about a 50 tweet spree.
And Josh, I'm gonna get on you here, but like we do appreciate it. But man, did these tweets not age well?
No, they did not age well at all.
Let's start out with. I mean, you're just asking Warriors easy. 122, 119 Warriors. Lock it. I mean, somehow we got Logan Paul will win in there. I don't know where that one came from, but we got that. We got 98-year-old LeBron doesn't stand a chance. We got Warriors easy. I mean, LeBron. This time LeBron's 88 years old. Steph will win MVP. LeBron's run is over. 98-year-old LeBron about to get clapped. How far are the Warriors going? LeBron is already thinking of excuses. I mean, that's what we got. And then, boop. Well, the refs won that one.
They had a 10-point lead at half.
More than that, wasn't it like 13?
It might have been. And listen, I'm being fully transparent. I did not watch the game.
I love that. That's great.
I didn't watch the game. But the general consensus from the internet was
Warriors blowout.
That the general consensus was that the refs won that one. And so I believe the internet.
Right.
And I mean, they still have a chance. They're gonna secure that 8th seed.
Right. Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. Right.
And it works out perfectly now. The way the seeding works. Well, no, they'll have to face the Lakers again. But
what?
They'll have to face the Lakers again. I was thinking like if it was a bracket, then I forgot that like the lower seed would
right.
Play. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of
Well, actually, no, they will.
Is like bracket.
So it worked out. So they won't see each other until the finals then.
Right. We don't know. It's potential. They could face each other still.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're gonna face each other there, and it's gonna be showdown. Honestly, it's what the NBA wanted all along.
Uh-huh.
So
right, 100%. Ratings are in.
Yeah. And listen,
ratings are in, Josh.
Well, okay.
Ratings were very good for the game.
Listen, everyone was hating on the idea of this playing game, but
well, Josh, maybe it's the fact that the loser didn't go home, so maybe it's not really a playing game.
Yeah. Well, that's true. If like the Lakers went home, every Lakers fan will be so upset about this morning.
That is true.
If the Warriors went home, every Warriors fan
exactly.
losing their mind right now. But now it's just like, oh wow, we got a chance. What a great game. What exciting.
Hey, but Josh, I just want to throw this out there. Just a reminder: any amateur basketball player. Maybe, we even give some guy like Keve a little pointers. Always just shoot for the middle rim. If you see 3 of them, just go for the middle one.
Go for the middle rim. Yeah, LeBron, I guess he's still okay. Yeah, my tweets did not age well.
No, they did not.
It's okay, though.
But we appreciate it.
We shot our shot.
We did. And you know what's unfortunate is apparently LeBron James is good at basketball.
He's okay for a 98-year-old.
For a 98-year-old, also 88-year-old.
He's okay.
And Steph's MVP, is that?
It's a lock. It's a lock.
I mean,
listen, the Warriors fans were loving my tweets, though.
Hey, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they, Josh?
They were loving them. They were hyped up. Everyone. It was a good time. It was like a 30-minute period of just like, yeah, let's go. Excitement was in the air. Optimism. The Bay was on the
Bay was.
They were all together. It was a good time.
Right, that's great. I was going to say the Bay is on fire, but wasn't there like a big San Francisco fire? I don't think that's a great thing to say.
Yeah, maybe not.
Anyway, the Bay Area loved it, Josh.
They did.
We loved that. Now, what else is back? We got Tim Tebow. Does number 85 mean anything to you? Does it mean anything to Tim Tebow?
I don't know, but Patrick, this is actually it's a big deal. Tim Tebow
Huge deal.
Is officially in the NFL, and
yes, he is.
It's hard to see what will happen. I think that we should predict how he will do because it's exciting. So I have created a little game here for us to play,
and we love that, Josh.
Called Tebow or the Field.
Tebow or the Field, Josh. Let's go through Tebow or the Field.
So we got a little presentation here.
Let's go through it, Josh.
Visuals. So we're gonna start with it, and we're gonna just see how far he can climb this ladder.
Right, 100%.
So Tim Tebow, tight end, or tight end Ben Ellefson for the Jaguars. He's ranked 103rd in fantasy for projected for this year. Last year he had 0.14 receptions per game.
0.1, right.
He had 1.43 yards per game.
Sabermetrics. I love this. Josh
and
brings the stats.
0.0 touchdowns per game. Are we thinking Tim Tebow is going to outperform this guy?
And we're talking in fantasy. So, I mean, Josh.
Well, we're talking fantasy, but, I mean, those are stats.
Those are stats.
Those are.
Right.
So, it's like,
Josh,
is he going to get more than 1.4?
Let me ask you a question, though.
Per game.
Josh, this is personally you. I'm just asking you the questions here, okay? Because we're going to throw it back on you. Maybe this is what the fans, maybe this is what the listeners want to hear.
Okay.
Josh, are you more of a good gas mileage car kind of guy? You go with the Honda, you get the good gas mileage, or are you like, hey, I want to be a little sporty. I want that big truck.
Well, I'm a gas mileage guy myself.
You're a gas mileage guy.
Current budget, but if I didn't have, if I was like, hey, I got money to spend.
So you're thinking high ceiling.
Yeah.
High ceiling. Boom. Lock it in. Tim Tebow, high ceiling. I don't even know what the name of the other guy is.
Ben
Do you
Ellefson.
want to drive the Ford Economy Honda? I mean, that might be great.
Yeah.
But we want the big truck.
Yeah.
And that is Tim Tebow.
I mean, this guy, listen, and Ben Ellefson, like, looking at the photo, he looks like just a nice kid.
That's great for him.
I had to guess, maybe a Georgia kid. Like,
Georgia kid.
Grew up, big mama's boy kind of guy, but I think Tim Tebow will outshine this man. Next,
let's see it.
We have
Tebow over the field.
We have the 98th ranked, also on the Jaguars.
Really?
Eric Saubert, ranked 98th, 0.38 receptions.
Okay.
Per game, and then 2 yards per game, 0.0 touchdowns. You can't see the photo of this guy, but lots of neck. I mean, this guy,
big neck guy,
big. It almost looks photoshopped. I mean, I'm gonna pull up the big screen for the
big screen
people at home, but look at. I mean, do you see that? I mean, that's just.
I mean, Josh.
And no shame, that guy. It probably helps him when he's trying to, take somebody or somebody's trying to take his head off.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Probably keeps it on there.
Hey, is he gonna be maybe a great blocker? Is he gonna make sure that car doesn't get into the auto shop? Yeah, probably. But again, can he touch 100 on the highway? I don't think so.
0.0 touchdowns kind of speaks for itself.
It does. And you know what, Josh? Lock it in. We're taking Tebow over the field.
Taking Tebow. Let's go.
Yep.
This is good. Okay, now we're going next.
It's just getting a little tougher now.
This is the next guy, all the way up to the 44th.
Ooh, Josh, this is
James O'Shaughnessy.
James O'Shaughnessy. An actual name.
Plays for the Jaguars.
Yes, he does.
44th ranked, 1.87 receptions, 17.47 yards, 0.0 touchdowns. I mean, now this is where it gets a little tough.
It does.
Because he does. Tim Tebow, I believe his season yards, like over-under, is 12 right now. And this guy gets 17 per game.
Right.
Exceeds that very well.
Also, if you really want to dive deep into the stats, O'Shaughnessy has more yards than Tim Tebow ever has as a tight end.
Yeah.
So.
And it's tough. You got to look at that 0.0 touchdowns. That's also, I think
huge deal.
Tebow, that's the area where I think Tebow.
Because Tebow could throw it for a touchdown. He could
throw it to himself, maybe. Just a little, maybe throw it to Trevor Lawrence. The dual quarterback package out there. I don't know.
Hey, is O'Shaughnessy maybe a little bit more flashy than a Honda? Yeah, probably.
But
you know what? We're still taking the sports car. Roll with Tebow. Let's go.
Roll with Tebow. Okay. Well,
who do we got next? Who's the field, Josh? Give me the field.
Okay. 35th.
35th.
Ranked tight end.
Okay.
Now this guy's a guy you know. He's now a Jaguar.
Really?
Yeah. Tyler Eifert.
Man.
We all know him. Former Bengal.
Yes.
Ranked 35th, 2.4 receptions, 23.27. He's got yards and then 0.13 touchdowns. So you're talking about a guy who's gotten in the end zone now. And, 23 yards, That's like obviously 35th. That's a mid-tier. He's a solid number
Josh,
tight end there.
Josh, I feel like Colin Coward here, making all these like car references. But anyway, Josh, I don't want my car breaking down all the time.
No.
Okay? Tyler Eifert has had injury problems, has health issues with staying on the field. I don't want my car to break down on the side of the road when I'm going down I-95. I got to have something a little bit more reliable. Hey, might it be that sports car? But you know what? It might be more reliable than that Tyler Eifert kid. And that's why I'm rolling with the field. Just kidding. Tim Tebow.
Sorry for the listeners out there who
Probably
headphones just shot their ears out. Okay, and then listen, and this is where it's tricky for me.
This is really tricky
because this is like in a realness, like Josh Klein, no hype. Tim Tebow has never played a game of tight end.
Exactly.
This is the number one tight end on the Jaguars right now.
And let's hear who it is.
I mean, it's Tyler Eifert. It's the number one.
That's Tyler Eifert.
Tyler Eifert's the number one, the top-ranked Jaguar on tight end.
Right.
So he's the guy Tim Tebow's got to beat out.
Right.
And I mean, if I'm an optimist, so I'm going to say Tim Tebow. Roll with Tim Tebow.
Rolling with Timmy.
So now this is where we've passed
the Jags.
The 4 tight ends on the Jaguars.
Right.
That's a lot.
So basically, we're hearing that Tim Tebow certified starter.
So now this is I've selected kind of 3 levels here.
We'd like this, Josh. Yeah.
3 levels, and they're each. So this is where I would say like, okay, this guy would be a starter,
right,
for most teams.
NFL teams.
Most NFL teams.
Who's that, Josh?
Jared Cook.
Jared Cook.
Now, Jared Cook is a guy who's, I think he's getting up there in age.
He is.
Ranked 20th, 2.5 receptions, 33.6 yards, and then 0.47 touchdowns. That means this guy's getting a touchdown about every other game.
Right.
Which you like.
You love that, actually.
You know, you love that for a tight end guy. You know, this is to say. Is it disrespectful to Jared Cook to say that the guy who's never played to play at tight end will be better than Jared Cook?
I mean, but Josh, you gotta. How old is Tim Tebow?
Like
35,
30,
right?
Is
he 35? 35. Let's get the stat guy on that. 35. Hey, but what I can tell you, Josh, is I can tell you that Jared Cook is 34 years old. Okay, what does that mean? As a tight end, you're looking at that. He's getting up in age, right? What is Tim Tebow? He's a young 33.
True, because he does not. Because Jared Cook's been beat up.
He's been in the league.
He's been blocking guys for the last 10 years.
This was a Bob Baffert horse. I mean, this is a silver charm out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay. That being said, I got to roll with the field here. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to Jared Cook, and I can't be disrespectful to Jared Cook as a veteran in the NFL. 34 years old. I'm rolling with the field, Josh.
Okay, well,
with the field.
You know, Jared Cook. Now, maybe this is this might be where
I think this is where
where it might end. So, but for kicks and giggles, I will show you the second.
But Josh, this is just year 1.
Oh, this is year 1.
Year 2.
Year 2. We're talking about maybe top. Well, because
let's hear the other 2.
Well,
let's try to get there, right?
The next we had Mark Andrews. Ranked number 4, 4.1 receptions per game.
Big catch guy, right?
50 reception or yards. And then he's a 0.5 touchdown guy as well. That means every other game he's in the end zone.
Right?
That's consistent. And then number 1, we had, of course, Travis Kelce, 7 receptions per game, 94 yards a game, 0.73 touchdowns a game.
Right.
That's a guy.
That's a lot.
But that's that's the top. He's on the
we never told
tight end Mount Rushmore
no one ever said Tim Tebow was going to be the best ever.
No, but I mean he's going to be better than Tyler Eifert and James O'Shaughnessy and Eric Saubert and I mean Eric, come on. Like what do you I wish you could see this photo of him. I mean props to that man. He goes in the gym and he bench presses with his head.
Probably a great blocker.
You
probably a great blocker.
That guy literally is just all day, just lifting all day. That unbelievable.
Hey, it's probably much stronger than your hip.
His neck could bicep curl more than me,
and that's great. That's great.
Yeah,
Josh. I mean, I mean, that
And that was Tebow or the field, everybody.
Tebow or the field. Let's give it up. That's great. Would love that segment. That might have to be a weekly segment where we just find different things about Tim Tebow, and we just go Tim Tebow or the field.
Now, if we did Tim Tebow versus the field for baseball, it's a little bit shorter video or a little bit shorter segment. A little bit shorter.
A little bit shorter. But that being said, have you ever played AA baseball?
I've not, and that's the thing.
That's the thing.
I've not played AA. You know, probably would have a very similar batting average if I had to guess.
Possibly.
Closer to 0 than
right.
I mean, I like to think if I went up there 100 times, took a couple hacks, at least. I mean, I at least get on base, maybe a walker could too.
Hey, you get on base, but you know, in Josh brings that. It might not be a 5-tool player, but he brings that speed, and that's what, you know, good hip or bad hip, he brings the speed.
Yeah, so you know, it's
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're moving on.
We're moving on.
Wait, so we're talking about baseball, Josh? Did
Yeah.
you know that there was another no-hitter, Josh?
They're really.
Yeah, I know. It is.
Was it by that one dude who's been?
That one
jacking
dude
home
that's
runs?
been what?
The guy. There's a one.
Shohei?
Is that his name?
The guy that pitches?
Dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that guy's cool.
He's good. He's awesome.
But best two-way player since Babe Ruth.
Is he better than Babe Ruth? That's the discussion we have to have.
Probably. I mean, this guy does it. I mean, Babe Ruth does it for a career. This guy does it for 3 months. But it's a different game. Could Babe Ruth even do it in today's game?
Time out, Josh. This kid did this while he was still in Japan. Are we discounting Japan stats? Because I don't think we should be.
I don't think we should be either. And
if Babe Ruth had the opportunity to play in Japan, do you think he would have? I don't know. I don't know, Josh.
Yeah, I really don't. And so that's what I'm saying.
So it's hard to compare these. That's what I love about this. It's like you can compare. Well, you can't compare, but people make the argument MJ LeBron, right?
Yeah.
How are you gonna possibly make Shohei Babe Ruth? Therefore, Shohei is the best two-way player in the history of baseball.
Yeah. Wait, by that standard, that means LeBron would be the best basketball player.
But no, Babe Ruth's dead, so we can't compare them.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. So you're right. Dang.
See what I'm saying? Spin zone.
I forgot Babe Ruth died.
Right. Well, it's unfortunate.
Probably a couple years ago. Probably a while.
Probably a few. It was a few back, but unfortunate for him. Anyway, Corey Kluber throws a no-hitter. The thing about no-hitters is supposed to be special. There's just too many of them. So do people care anymore? It's the question, Josh.
Yeah, I want a perfect game perfect game or nothing.
Perfect game or nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, Corey Kluber. Who do you think you are? You're throwing a no-hitter.
Listen.
Like what?
I used to care, but then John Means did it, and
John Means.
And I was
should have got a perfect game.
And I was like, you know what? Okay, that's cool. But
John
now
Means is good though.
He's good. He should have a perfect game. But yeah,
Should've.
I think that. So what happened? Somebody threw a no-hitter. There's Sean, or what's his name?
Shohei.
Shohei,
baby.
Shohei is doing great work. I guess one guy in baseball got upset, or like, the coach was mad at him for
Josh, I love this.
hitting a
Tony LaRusso.
home run.
LaRusso. Sorry. Comes back. He's like 80 years old, basically. Comes back to manage the Chicago White Sox that he managed like 1,000 years ago, if we're going by LeBron's age.
Yeah.
He managed like 1,000 years ago. And he, big old timer of the baseball rules, big unwritten rule kind of guy. His player, Yerman Mercedes, swings at a 3-0 pitch on a 47-mile-per-hour fastball from a position player, I believe.
Yeah.
Boom, hits that home run. He does that trot. Tony LaRusso, his own manager, goes, I told him to get the take sign. He should have swung at that, blah, blah, blah. Next night, Twins, who they were playing, starts throwing at Yerman Mercedes. Tony LaRusso is like, yeah, I'm not mad about that. It's like, what? Like,
imagine
come on, man.
your coach
like,
not having your back. That
right.
First of all, yeah.
That must suck. And here's the thing. The White Sox are good.
Listen, my take is this.
Josh, let's hear the take.
You're playing professional sports. This is no little league.
It is
swing
no
away.
League.
Do what you want, man. Hey, listen, I like the idea that if I was on a good team and I was playing professional level, I would shoot to win 100-0 every single game.
You're getting paid to do that.
You're getting paid to win 100-0.
I don't get paid to get grounded out because that one ground out might cost me a batting touch.
Yeah,
Josh.
or it's not even that. Like just like
that might be money.
Take on a strike, just like whoop,
3-1. Now I'm sitting there. Is he going to blow a 52-mile-per-hour fastball by me?
And that's what I'm saying. I think that's so dumb, and that's why people hate baseball these days.
Right, baseball terrible.
Well, it's true. People. I mean, that's why. I mean, in football. I mean,
I mean, there's more people talking about football right now, and there's literally nothing going on with football.
True. And, I mean, at least we're talking about baseball. We're not even talking about the NHL playoffs.
Right, the NHL playoffs.
Is that even going on?
Hey, you got to love it. Boston up 2-1 over Caps. Here's the thing about the Capitals, okay?
Yeah.
You know what?
Great fighting team.
Tom Wilson.
Great
fighting team.
And listen, that's why I used to not be a Caps fan. I'm a Caps fan now.
Hey, you're a Caps fan now. And you know what the thing is? Capital fans, they might be the nicest people in the world. They win one Stanley Cup. Next thing you know, everybody's a Capitals fan. And you're like, what's going on? Josh Klein's a Capitals fan.
I was
not because of Stanley Cup, though. Big Tom Wilson guy. Tom Wilson.
I want to get a Tom Wilson jersey almost.
Big Tom. Whew,
that guy is my hero. He's my hero.
It's the NHL playoffs. I mean, that's...
And, granted, I like people that are divisive, potentially.
Right, exactly.
But this guy is awesome.
I mean, he doesn't care. And he could be an Oscar award winning. Did you see the flop he had the other night? It was great.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, he got touched and he draws the call.
Awesome, man.
He can dish it and he can take it.
That's epic. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you love that guy. But yeah,
is he the best two-way player in hockey?
Fighting and
taking? I don't know. I mean,
I don't know either. But listen, I know that.
Speaking of fighting, though, Josh, I want to get to this.
Okay.
Jake Paul, is he becoming like a real boxer now? He just has a deal with Showtime.
Well, listen.
No more Triller. So, Josh, you don't have to worry about that. No more Triller.
Solo cam. It is so exciting to know I'll never have to watch a Triller fight again. Except I know that somehow, because Jake Paul is involved, they're going to find a way to get Snoop Dogg to commentate, and I will throw a fight. I will literally, if Snoop Dogg commentates and is even a part of that fight, I potentially will throw the biggest fit the internet's ever seen. That being said, I mean, I've been riding this wave. Jake Paul versus the world. I don't even like Jake Paul, but
got your hat.
I might buy. Should I buy it? Gotcha. Probably like $50. I don't think. I mean, Jake Paul. I think. I guess he's. I mean, he makes money, and he's. I think Jake Paul has done a lot for the sport. Boxing fans are gonna hate it, but people watch boxing these days. People didn't used to watch boxing.
It's like the same question. Is a drug scandal in horse racing good for the sport? Is Jake Paul good for boxing?
We don't know. We don't know. All I know is Logan Paul will fight
Floyd Mayweather
on June 6th.
Yes.
Potential live commentary from me and Patrick.
It is very potential.
And I'm excited. I am. It's good. I think I'm expecting, about a third round knockout.
Third round knockout out of Logan.
Yeah.
Lord.
And I wasn't gonna give. That prediction might change. I have been watching the tapes of both.
Just for reference, every single boxing guest Logan invites on like his podcast or whatever he has literally says, "Logan, you don't have a chance."
Yeah, but he's sparring legit boxers right now.
But professional show. Josh Klein says third round knockout,
well,
and we're like 3 weeks out of the fight. We didn't even have the official.
We're gonna have our official fight preview show.
Right, but you already said third round knockout.
Well, maybe I'll change. It could be a second round knockout. It could be a first round knockout.
Like
we don't know.
Yourself in.
It's gonna be at least a third round knockout.
At least. Now you're making it worse.
So it could be second or first.
Could be a second or first round knockout.
But you'll hear my official prediction once we get there.
Right, of course.
Yeah. So golf's back.
God, what a transition! We went from Logan Paul fighting to golf's back. And pretty much that's it. Golf's back.
Is that really it?
No,
that was in the show notes.
I
brought it up because it was there.
Well, no, it's in the show notes.
That's what I do as
PGA
producer.
Second major. It's back. Okay. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of news comes out of that today.
Okay.
Phil Mickelson, shout out, 2 under par, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. There was really no big story that comes out of that.
Tiger's son not playing.
Charlie unfortunately did not get the invite.
Okay.
John Daly though shoots 85, just is not very good. But was he sober today? Was he too sober? I don't know.
I don't know. So. Well, okay. Well, then that's I think that's the wrap of the notes.
The show.
Do we have anything else? We got golf is back. Tebow is jacked.
Did you like that? I did golf is back. Tebow's jacked.
It did rhyme. Another baseball no hitter. Playoff hockey is wild.
And apparently LeBron who anyway.
LeBron is good at basketball.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, man.
Wait, so can we just roll over the prediction? The Warriors win 122-119 against the Grizzlies. You were just a game early.
I was a game early,
Game
potentially.
early.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
100%.
it's so sad. I don't think I'll watch a game of basketball until the finals, and I might not even watch the finals.
Really?
I mean, it's just so much work.
Although Josh I'm sure that won't be the last time he's live tweeting a game, not watching.
I will. I will.
Which makes it so much better.
I will
love
potentially live tweet more games. I mean,
that. Hey,
yeah.
and you know what?
Eh.
Bay Area fans love you.
Bay Area fans, they love me, and I will be back. I mean, they got a big game. Grizzlies.
Oh, shout out to the Wizards. It's going on while we're recording right now. I love the Wizards. Okay, Josh. If you just watch the tape, if you get a chance to watch the game, watch the Wizards play, and all it is Russell Westbrook sprinting as fast as he can down the court with the ball, and he just throws it to Bradley Beal.
Nice.
And that's their offense.
And
then Russell
it got
Westbrook,
them kind of farther than what has been going in years past.
Right, exactly. So is Russell Westbrook the glue that holds the team together? Russell Westbrook's better than John Wall.
I mean, he's definitely got. Oh, for sure. I never liked John
was
Wall.
that?
I mean, we got triple double king.
Right.
I don't think that. I think that yeah. I don't think that the Wizards are going to do anything. But I mean, I kind of like Russell Westbrook now that he's not on a team that's like going to contend for anything.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's kind of
It's
fun.
awesome
He's
because-
just like alone in a city, and he's got like no pieces around him.
Well,
and
no,
he's just
Bradley
trying
Beal's
to do
really
everything.
good, but
Bradley
other
Beal's
than that,
good.
there's nothing.
It's literally just yeah, and it's hilarious. I think it's funny. It's like I feel bad for the guy. He's just
Yeah. But
and
then
you don't
also-
hear a lot of talk from him because it's not
No,
like
you don't. Yeah, he plays in Washington. Nobody cares about the Wizards.
yeah.
He's 32. He runs as fast as he can, and then he goes 3 for 16 from the field or something. It's like, or like 8 for 18, whatever. Nothing. It's hilarious. I love Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. Okay, well,
That's the show.
That's the show, guys. Thank you for listening. Make sure you comment and subscribe, share this to a friend, and we'll see you around next time. Peace out.
Peace.